Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our nation has to offer, especially healthcare. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Welcome back, everybody. All right, let's bring in the host of Countdown to Freedom at The Federalist. She is also a gal that you see all over Fox News and CNN. She is Brianna Lyman. She joins us once again on Concha at Night. BL, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am outstanding. So I want to talk to you first about, I should mention to folks out there, you probably already heard, but USA women in hockey defeated Canada. Nice comeback win to win in overtime for a gold medal. Yay, women's hockey. Because you don't hear too many female hockey players bashing the country like we're seeing in some other sports, because hockey players, trust me, they're just built different. My brother worked for the New Jersey Devils for many years. I met these guys. They're not... They're the normies. They're the guys that you really, really root for, and gals, I guess, in this matter, because hockey is a brutal sport. But anyway, Brianna, let's talk about Olympian Eileen Gu, shall we? American-born player relinquishes her U.S. citizenship every few years to go compete for China. Now, wait a minute. You're an American. You live here. You should be obviously representing us in the United States, for the United States, in this case, in Milan, Italy. What is going on with her in terms of a bigger picture, Brianna? What does this say about birthright citizenship and what it means to be an American?
Yeah, and I got to push back, Joe. I wouldn't call her an American. This is someone who was born within the geographical boundaries of America. She has American citizenship, but by no means is she an American because, like you said, she gives up her citizenship to go and win on behalf of China because that's where her allegiance lies, and she cites her heritage. People who come to this country, her parents came here as immigrants, I think in the 1980s. People come to this country and have children and don't teach their children to love America are not necessarily trying to come and make their lives better because they want to enjoy America and make America better. They're just coming to make their own lives better selfishly, and Eileen Gu is the exact representation of that. And you constantly hear from a lot of rhinos and on the people on the left saying that, well, immigrants are coming here to make a better life for themselves. And it seems to be like, yeah, they're doing it for themselves, but not for the country. You take Eileen Gu, she's making her life better for herself. She gets these multi-million brand deals because she's working with China. The Chinese Communist Party floods her with money, but she's not trying to help the United States. She's actually actively working against the United States. There was a TikToker recently, I think she's Mexican, and she says that nobody comes here for the culture. We have a better culture. We have better music, everything at home in Mexico. We come here because of the economic opportunities. So many immigrants treat America as merely an economic opportunity zone, and it's insulting. When we talk about birthright citizenship, Eileen Gu is a great example. She was born here, even though her parents were immigrants. Her allegiance doesn't lie here. And when the drafters of the 14th Amendment were creating it, they spoke about this. They said the parents' allegiance has to be to the United States. Why? So you don't end up with a bunch of Eileen Gus.
Exactly right. And even that name, Gu, just there's something about that. I get this Gu all over me. I don't know. I think that she's going to end up being on a panel with you on Abby Phillips' show within 2 months. Like she sounds like just willing. The... Exactly. God willing. Yes. Yeah. The protagonist that you would need, because I'm sure you'd like to debate her. No question about it. And we've seen other Olympians as well, Brianna, that have spoken out mainly against ICE, against Trump. And this is done on foreign soil. You can make the argument. I'll play contrarian here, or a contrarian in this situation. Okay. They have a First Amendment right. And they should be able to speak out whatever they want to talk about. But I think when you're representing the United States on such a prestigious stage like the Olympics, perhaps that's something that maybe you say for before or after, because obviously you're going to alienate half the country and therefore probably really screw up some endorsements you otherwise would have gotten.
Yeah, and I think this goes back to, what was it, Michael Jordan, Republicans buy sneakers too. The idea is that when people are in positions of being an entertainer or an athlete, you are there to entertain or perform, put on an athletic performance and, again, entertain people. Nobody wants to hear your political opinions because people on both sides of the aisle enjoy the same movies, enjoy the same athletes. And I think of Elvis Presley in the early 70s. He did an interview, and someone asked him for his thoughts on the Vietnam War, and he said, "Oh, ma'am, I'm just a singer. Like, go ask an expert." And yet so many people today have taken on the dual role of being whatever their position is, plus a political commentator. They should leave it not only to the political commentators, but especially when you're representing the greatest country in the world, keep your mouth shut. Even if you hate President Trump or the administration, there's a time and a place to do that, and it's not on the world stage.
Time and a place, precisely right. We're talking to Brianna Lyman of The Federalist.
Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.